he said he's done it before. Like, you know, Vince asked him if he'd ever done it at some level. And he's like, yeah, I've done it plenty of times.
Maybe very little.
How did you take that answer? Did you take that as point on serious, or did you take that maybe with a little bit of sarcasm?
He did it like twice, right?
Yeah.
He said twice.
Well, listen, he walked in there and looked like he knew what he was doing, that's for sure.
I'm sure he's up on that pecking order now.
How comforting is it to have the captain back?
Yeah, well, he plays, he plays a hard brand of hockey, and he's the captain of this team. And when you're missing a piece like that, it's tough. It's nice that guys stepped up. I thought Mackey stepped up and played a big game. Schneider stepped up into his shoes and played a big game. Jones stepped up and played a big game. All that the D-men had to do a little bit more, but Key got physical last night, and that was good. So I think our guys did a good job of covering for him, but it's nice to have him back.
Beyond, you talked last night, I think you were talking about Quick, but you talked about appreciating what a guy brings more than just what he does on the ice. I mean, what are some of the things that you've seen from Trouba in the time you've been here?
There's a presence with Troubs. You know, there's no question he's the leader of this team. So there's a presence with him. It's his physics. It's what a lot of it is what he does on the ice. It's in the room as well, and how he handles himself and how he carries himself as captain of the New York Rangers. But I think it's how he, he shows how he plays, what he does for his teammates. Those are important things.
The way that goalies are deployed now probably changed an awful lot since 20 years of coaching.
Yeah.
Just be find the hot hand, go 65, 70 games.
Yeah.
When you have a guy who's designated as your backup playing as well as Jonathan's been playing, does it change your plans at all, or do you have to stick with what you need to stick with based on how the schedule plays out?
I think it changes through the course of the year. I mean, oftentimes we've stuck to a plan, and then there's been times where we changed it as well. And so I think that, sometimes you can't plan for an injury and somebody going down like Shesty did, or, you can't plan for travel or, whatever might come your way. And so there is always a plan in place. There's a kind of a long-term plan, and there's a short-term plan, and at times those things change as well.
Right?
Yeah. No. All right.
What did you learn about watching Johnny kind of navigate this stretch of games, which is kind of, for him, the most consistent that he's had?
Brodzinski?
Yes.
Yeah. His line has been really good for, not that they're bad in the one game I'm going to leave out, but like 3 out of 4 games, 4 out of 5 games, they were noticeable. They were noticeable, really noticeable in Anaheim. I thought that they generated a lot. Last night I was pumping them out there, maybe every third shift just to get them back on the ice. I thought that they were fast, they were physical, they were moving their feet, they were in the offensive zone, not playing defense, hunting pucks. They all bring a little bit something different to the table. And it's been a really effective line. I think Johnny's done a good job. This is maybe not only just his first stint up here, but I know we've been playing quite a bit of wing, and so we made it a point in Hartford to make sure he was playing a lot of center, and for a possibility of something like this maybe happening where we might need him in the middle of the ice. And I think the first couple games was a settling in process for him, but now that he's been there for some extended period of time, I think he's played really well. I think the line's played really well. His speed is really noticeable for me. He's a good face-off guy, his speed. He looks to generate, but he's done a lot of things really well.
In a general sense, you talked about, you got the win before the break, you get the win coming out of the break, and you want to build on it. So how you build on it? What did you see out of that game last night? And said, okay, that's it. That's what we got to do in the next game, and the next game, and the next game.
There's a lot of, I don't want to make excuses because we're in the business of winning. There's a lot of games that we played where we weren't winning games, where we outdid the opponent. And it's by everything that gives you a basis on how you want to win games. Are you generating quality chances? Are you not letting up quality chances? Are you, dominating zone time? Are you playing the game that you want to play? And then conversely, I think he steals some here and there as well. But there was a lot during that stretch. There was quite a few games where I thought that we're on the flip side of it. You know, the Vegas game, I just thought that we were pushing the whole game, the entire game. 81 attempts, 40 chances against a team that's, you know, clearly established himself as one of the top teams in the league. And at the end of the night, we all hate it. I hate it. Players hate it. Organization hates it. Fans hate it. We lost the game in our building to boot. So we have to be better than that. But there's things that have to go on the ice. I was point blank when I said last night I thought we were slow out of the gate. I don't think we came out and, you know, it's like Colorado has speed. They have lots of gas to play with. They really push the pace up and down the ice. It's like, you know, maybe going against a pitcher that throws the ball 100 miles an hour. You might not be so good at your first at bat, but if you can realize what you're up against and you can get up to that speed, then maybe you can get a hit. And I thought as the game went on, I thought we played a lot better. The third period, I thought we started to control the game, control the play, and you know, eventually finally got a goal and tied it up and then won it in overtime. So and I thought the game up in Ottawa, regardless of the score and the way it popped out and we were down right away, our guys fought the entire game and pushed the entire game to get things going. So there's positive signs with me, just with the way we're playing the game. And you'd like to think that if you're doing enough of the right things, you're never going to beat somebody 100% to zero. You know, inside of the game, forget the scoreboard. You're never going to do that. It'll never be here and here. You know, you have to be here and here. And when you're this way, you're not winning games. And so there's been a lot of games where I feel like we're doing the right things and we need the wins to follow. And so we've got a couple games where we've pushed a couple wins into the column. We need to build on that and play another solid game inside of what we do on the ice and look to see if we can put another one in the column.
You guys had a few good shorthanded chances.
Yeah, early on. Crides and Mika, and yeah.
Yeah. Was that, I guess, like a concentrated effort to be a little more aggressive on the PK? Or
No.
was that just how it should?
No, I mean, the priority is killing the penalty, especially against that group.
Yeah.
But inside of a power play, you know, you got 5 stationary players. You know, if you can pop a puck, certainly Mika has speed, Crides has a ton of speed, just straight line speed where they can make something happen. And they have the potential for a shorthanded goal.
Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.